Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here again at Solana, just seeing what's going on. Update from earlier today. The expectation is for the price action to pull back a little bit further, possibly the $72, $73 range. I'm looking for an entry in that range. It may never happen, but hoping for a lower entry, if you will, for a long position. Now, we're going to talk about liquidation here. In fact, let's just jump right into that first, and we'll go ahead and work our way down on the charts, and let's see where we're at here. So, to quickly note, again, a lot of shorts got wrecked here recently. We know that price action is pulling back. There's not a tremendous amount of longs here in this area. We can see 72, maybe 72.50 for some longs. Okay, so again, there's not a lot of merit or incentive to push the price action lower based on really no liquidation. And that's just more so something that the whales focus on. Definitely not something that we work on. But it's important for us to know that because they have different targets. But there is technically more liquidation at $80 than there is at $75. Okay, again, that doesn't mean it's 100% just going to shoot to $80. It just implies that we have more liquidation potential there and a lot more potential for the price action to return to that level eventually. Right now, probably not going to happen immediately. We did try to come up here by establishing a tentative higher high at 77. Now we're dropping down for a tentative higher low. Okay, again, this interesting little channel that's kind of working itself out here. So we're going to see what happens here next. We'll look at some larger time frame stuff too. Since we are close to the candlestick closure, we got about 45 minutes in this this daily candle left. So let's see what's going on here. And quickly to note, if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. That's why I do this every day. It brings me great joy to hear wonderful feedback and to get people where they need to go. Okay. Again, I have a Discord, Telegram, Twitter community. Feel free to check those out. But mainly here, we've been focusing on scalping the heck out of Matic and Solana here recently with my day trading bot. You can see we scalped it about 5 or 6 times here today. And then same thing with our premium group. We took some nice profits from OGN, 73%, ICP 40% in 20 hours. That was a nice long on the bull flag pattern after I reviewed it from last night. And then, of course, Avalanche, 25%, 15 hours. So again, Solana's on our target list. We just got to wait for confirmation. Again, I'm more of a patient trader. I like to find opportunities. I analyze 10, 20, in some cases 30 coins a day. And I probably only find 1 or 2 opportunities that work well for me. Okay. Again, that's where my signals come through. So if you're curious how I figure those out, those are all me. And my day trading bot is just a strategy I've developed over the years. Okay, I don't like to day trade anymore. Sue me. Sorry, I don't like sitting in front of the charts all day, trying to find a good entries and exits. Just so much stress. I don't love it. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. We got a bearish engulfing candle followed by a Harami hammer. So what does that basically just mean? Well, it implies the price action is probably going to continue lower with this bearish engulfing candle. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is slowly increasing, and coins like Solana, Chainlink, a few others are slowly decreasing. Okay, it's that whole Bitcoin dominance thing. Bitcoin dominance is trying to recover. It's starting to. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong chart. But it's starting to recover here, and you can see the price action is trying to pull back. As that comes up, prices of some alts, especially alts that are in profit, are going to be pulling back. Okay, so it's just kind of a standard normal thing. So anyways, that's kind of part of that. Let's look at the 4 hour here quickly to note a couple of things here. We got stochastic RSI swinging down, so we got some time before this could bottom out, just implying that the price should continue further down. We're hoping for a bounce off of 50 off the RSI, and of course money flow index is pulling back. So 50 on the RSI should put us in the $72 to $73 range. That's what I'm expecting. Again, that's why I believe we might see a bounce at that level, and that might be an appropriate entry target for long. However, we got the MACD starting to diverge. If that officially diverges by the time we get there, maybe a different story. We are above all moving averages, so that's extremely positive. And the concept here is that the daily time frame is extremely bullish. So you got to recognize shorting into a coin like this, if you're going to do it, just make sure you have tight profit targets. Okay. Again, I don't recommend shorting any coins, but truth is we swept that upper level of liquidity. There's a decent chance the price will continue to pull back. And in that regard, you want to play it safe. Adjust your stop loss lower as you enter in profit. Okay, that's really what it boils down to. Again, different strategies for different scenarios, but I can't assure the price is going to continue much lower than 72, 73 at this point. That's where the trend lines are kind of telling us they're at. The moving averages are all hanging out right there. Hourly time frame, let's wrap this up here for you. Before we do too, I do ask you a quick favor. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below, let us know your position on Solana. And also make sure you join the best exchange in the planet, my personal opinion. Link down below, 5,500 in benefit rewards, so use my link to register. But more importantly, I have trailing stop losses, no KYC, no VPN, multiple profit targets. There's walkthroughs in my Discord here if you're curious. It's right here in my Bitunix section. That said, though, with the hourly, what we want to reference here is the Ichimoku cloud. I've talked about this previously in my earlier video that the cloud is working itself up here. It's averaging itself out close to the current price action. But if the price pulls back and goes into that area, we want to kind of be careful to take a long. Okay, so that's why I was hoping for the price to have pulled back earlier, so we could kind of bounce off the cloud. Now that's not a guarantee, that never exact science, but this ascending trend we're still on top of, so all the more reason to be careful to short, right? This range here is a nice little support based on moving averages and a few other key factors. We did lose a 20-day SMA, but simply put here, the cloud is confirming that we should have sold or closed some of our position. Okay, so trim your position, that would be appropriate. What I mean by trim, take 60, 70, 80% profit, let the rest ride. Adjust your stop loss higher, you close out at stop loss or at break even, then you're still walking away profitable. Again, the whole concept of trading is to be profitable, right? If you're just risking the biscuit every single time, do you really think that's trading, or is that gambling? I don't know. It's things you got to think about, right? The more you know. So with this scenario here, it's not really an ideal situation, too long or short, because being above the cloud is kind of disadvantageous. It's like trying to trade into support levels. All the more reason why trend lines run concurrent with the cloud in a lot of cases, because they're both moving averages. So I do not recommend shorting into this coin right now. I would also not recommend holding onto a long, because there's no guarantees it's going to bounce. We probably just want to wait for confirmation. Okay, so I know. This whole time, you could have just said wait for confirmation, but no, truth is I had to evaluate and understand if it's worth it or not. And everything we can see here, larger term trend lines are holding strong, but all the oscillators are telling us it's going to pull back. That is conflicting information if you ask me, and I do not like to try to take trades of that. Sue me. All right, so check it out. If you haven't already, check out our Discord, Telegram, Twitter. All this stuff's available here. I send out playout charts, kind of letting you know my thoughts on where things are going to go next. If you're new to the channel again, thanks again. Welcome aboard. Looking forward to work with you. I do hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.